Sioux Falls Storm take the field tomorrow and will help raise money for local elementary schools. KSFY News reporter Vanessa Gomez joins us live now in Sioux Falls with some folks that are going to be playing a big role tomorrow night. It's going to be a huge game for the Storm. Hopefully a lot of fans come out. Good morning, Vanessa.
Then eventually moved to Sioux Falls. And Wilson has said before that, it was a struggle for him growing up. So what happened when you guys moved to Sioux Falls?
It was quite a different. Sioux Falls was just like, at the beginning, I thought it was amazing because I saw a lot of different people who were willing to help, which it was like, I was not expecting that because I never heard of Sioux Falls. And when we moved to Sioux Falls from Tucson, Arizona, and people were like, why would you move to Sioux Falls? But it never occurred to me that it was a city of hope. I just kind of found out as I came here and started living here, going to Lincoln High School at first, and we had some teachers who were really, really invested in our learning, which really inspired me to do more. Because I was not in the right mindset. I used to not think that I could be successful or I could do anything. I used to think that if I had a better beginning in my life, I would have done good things and did more things right. That was my mentality, and that was not good. So that means I skipped a few classes, and I valued lunch at school more than I valued the education, really, to be honest. So I was not really heading in the right direction until something occurred at Lincoln High School, like on a festival activity that really inspired me. Students were getting recognized, and some students were really, really doing good in their schools, and I wanted to be the same because I was like, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Why not me? I mean, there were a lot of obstacles along the way. I did not speak English. I came to Sioux Falls only within, a year living in America, and I never spoke English before. So that moment, it was very, very difficult because how do I go about, achieving academic success, and yet the language barrier, it's out there, and I don't know. And I just kind of wish like I can learn it so fast and then, love school at the same time. But it was quite a process. But I was so thankful that we had some teachers who were willing to really, really push us to like discover our true potential, which is what it's all about. And when I transferred a little bit after 2 years in at Lincoln High School because my family relocated. So when I went to Washington High School, it was like 2011, and I told myself like this is the year 2011. Like this is the year I'm gonna change myself. I'm going to a new school, new year, new me. And I just kind of like took things that I learned from Lincoln High School and I just kind of used it. Positive attitude, attendance in school, and that changed the whole game. I mean, I was struggling with academics and I was not doing good. But then I realized like just positive attitude and attending the classes just kind of changed everything. Changed my environment, changed how I think, and I was so inspired by that. It's almost like it's addicting when you're doing good. And I always say this, like nobody wakes up in the morning and says, here's to me a new day. I cannot wait to be miserable. I don't think anybody does that because every single person wake up in the morning and want to be happy. And that's what I wanted to do, but I did not admit it. Because every time I got in trouble, I'm like, yeah, it's always been that way. I mean, I grew up in a refugee camp, like since I was 2 years old. Mm-hmm. I was born in a country that kicked me out, like really, to be honest. So I always had a lot of negative attitude, but it changed.
So Wilson is going to be sharing more of his story tomorrow night at the Sioux Falls Storm game. There are tickets still available for $8. You can contact Jim with the Sioux Falls Storm. Just email him at jim@siouxfallsstorm.com. Cami, back to you in studio.
All right, kickoff at 7:05 tomorrow. Thanks, Vanessa.